Alright, so the men are playing hand hunt right now with penalties. So in this game, you stay in place, your back foot kind of stays in one spot. You are allowed to lunge though with your front foot. And the goal of this game is to hit the hands only. Your only target is your opponent's hands. If you hit anything else but the hands, then you must do a penalty. In this case, the penalty is 2 push-ups. So what this does, it serves as a warm-up, okay? It doesn't require you to have a lot of space, doesn't require you to move around a whole lot, okay? But it works your blade skills. And it forces you to have good targeting, okay? So you must concentrate on what you're hitting. If you don't pay attention and you hit something you're not supposed to, you'll be penalized, okay? So if you find yourself, tending to go right into blood sports, going a little bit too crazy, this is a great game to play to get things to start out real chill, okay? Now we have a line of people here. It's something called lightspeed dating. So in this case, the line changes down, you get a new partner, all right? And then you continue the game, right? You can also make advancements on the game, so you can adjust the game. So you can add the head as another target, for example. The key here is that you have targeting, right? So you're not allowed to hit anything you want. You're only allowed to hit key targets. And you are penalized for hitting the wrong target, okay? So again, it forces you to pay attention to what you're hitting, strike with clarity, with intention, okay? And also not go too fast or too hard, because the harder and faster you go, the more likely you are to hit the wrong thing, all right? So, simple game. I'll walk you through it right after this. Hey everyone, this is King Snow for Lightspeed Saber League, the world's fastest light-based fencing, and this is the Patreon tutorial series. I got a question from Matt Hopper about how to fight as a beginner in a way that you're not just crashing into each other, turning into a pure blood sport, okay? This is the type of thing where you need a little bit of training, a little bit of teaching, and so I'm going to try to provide that a little bit to you. And we're going to do that with an exercise, okay? With 2 different exercises that you can mix and match as you like. First, we're going to do something called targets, okay? And in targets, we can select certain kinds of targets that we're only going to go for those targets, okay? Those are going to be the hands, the head, and sometimes the feet if you want, okay? So, the basic idea is you're going to stay in one spot, okay? Within range of each other, all right? And then you're only going to target that 1 or 2 things, okay? We're going to start with the hands only, so we're going to play hand target first, okay? And Sean over there is going to help me demonstrate, all right? All right, here we go. First of all, check your range. Okay, make sure you can reach each other's hands. And then, wherever your feet are, wherever your back foot is, it stays there, okay? So you cannot move forward, and you don't move backward either, okay? At most, you're going to lunge, and you can fade away a little bit, okay? Or you can use your back pivot. All right, fade away. Otherwise, you stay in range, okay? Now, we're going to play a hand tag. We're only to go for the hands, all right? Ready? Let's go. Okay, okay. Remember, you can lunge, okay? You just cannot go forward. Now, let's up the game a little bit, okay? Because sometimes hand targets can be a little bit weird, okay? Because sometimes people just pull their hands away. Target my hand. If they just pull their hands away, you can't do much, all right? So, let's add on the head as a target, okay? That way, you're forced to keep your blade in the front. If you pull your hands back all the time, you're just going to get hit in the head, okay? So now we're going to play with hands and heads as targets. Here we go.
Yeah, you're in. All right, just wanted to make sure.
Okay, all right, so that's the basics of the target game. Now, we're gonna add something called penalties, okay? So if you are tending to go a little too hard, you and your sparring partners are fighting too hard, we're gonna add penalties. So that means you got the targets, hand and head. If you hit anything else, you get penalized, okay? So in this case, we're gonna do 2 push-ups? Sure. All right, if you hit anything that's off target, you're gonna do 2 push-ups immediately. Just encourage you to slow down and pay attention to what you're hitting. Off target, 2 push-ups. Let's go.
Hey.
I'm sorry. Okay, so finally, you can just play penalties, okay? So you can fight normally, but only use the targets, and then add the penalties on, okay? So we're gonna start do free moving sparring so we can move around as much as we want, but the rules still apply. If you're cool with that,
6-man, baby.
let's go. Okay, let's review. Start with targets, so only target the hand. Start at a distance from each other. Check your range, make sure you are able to hit each other's hands, okay? Then go ahead and play. Try to hit only the hands, nothing else is target, okay? Use this time to practice your defense, okay? Deflect attacks and then counterattack to the hands, okay? Remember, you are not allowed to move forward or back, okay? You can move a little bit, but you should be very minimal, okay? You are allowed to lunge, okay? So your back foot should more or less stay where it is. Your front foot is allowed to take a big step forward, okay? But remember, recover and come back, okay? You should stay the same distance from each other, okay? That way you're removing footwork and range out of the equation. You're only focusing on your blade work and you're focusing on hitting that target, okay? That's a great way to start with basics, okay? When you're ready, add in the head as a target, okay? That will force people to use their blade to defend themselves, okay? You can't just pull the blade away from, you can't just pull the weapon away and avoid the hits, okay? That forces you to use shields 5 and 6, 3 and 4 to protect the sides of the head, okay? Then later, if you want to add on the feet, so you can use shield 7 and 8 to protect yourself, that will also work out nicely, okay? Now, once you get past that, start adding on penalties, okay? Penalties encourage you to focus, slow down, pay attention to what you're hitting, okay? So you must be very aware and very present, okay, to make sure you don't screw up. When you hit the wrong target, drop and do some penalty, 2 push-ups, 3 push-ups, 5 squats, whatever you want to do, okay? If you really want to enforce it, apply burpees. That'll force people to really learn it, okay? So when you're playing with penalties, pay attention, slow down, okay? You don't want to hit the wrong thing, okay? It's a great exercise, okay? Then, once you got that down, then you can start to insert that into any sparring you want to, okay? A great way to practice your sparring, a great way to start your sparring is with penalties and targets, okay? Focus down on a couple different targets, add penalties on. It's a great way to start your sparring day real slow and chill, and also check people's power before everything starts, okay? It's a great way to just kind of baseline everyone to a slower level first before things amp up, all right? I hope that helps, okay? I didn't focus super a lot on the technique or anything like that for this, but these are training games, assuming that you kind of know these techniques already, okay? But I'll go over these techniques again on the next video, okay? Thank you very much. I will see you next time.